to say that DMC has looked better every time we've seen it. With the game's release only a few months away, we're beginning to think that this fresh take on the series might actually be better than The Devil You Know. After a few hours spent slicing up demons and getting to know this new, younger Dante, the game's personality is abundantly clear. It's fantastical, anarchic, and indisputably badass.
I want to know more. Above all, I want to know who's responsible for all this.
DMC is being made in Cambridge by Ninja Theory, working together with Capcom Japan. This close collaboration has resulted in a game that mixes Ninja Theory's talent for aesthetics and storytelling into the Devil May Cry combat DNA.
We wanted Ninja to feel free to make the DMC that they wanted to make, and in doing so, just give them some advice on how to, make it kind of similar to the original Devil May Cry series and keep their original twist.
It's a pleasure to see DMC's now fully fledged combat system in action. It's balletic, rhythmic, and satisfying, and as you play through and unlock more moves for sword, guns, axe, and scythe, your combos naturally become more varied and elegant. It's emerging as a system with immense complexity and range, letting you flow smoothly between 4 different weapons at once.
If the player can think to do something, let them do it. So there's a lot there to discover on how you dispatch enemies, on the kinds of chains you can pull off. It's a game where you shouldn't be scared to experiment as much as you can.
Take a look at the style rank that's in the upper right screen, and you see those numbers and start fighting in ways that you can just get a higher and higher rank and enjoy getting the high score and the fun of the combat.
After a gentle first few missions, DMC ramps up the difficulty dramatically, but the fun doesn't come from just getting through the battles, it comes from mastering them. Nudging that style meter up into the S range is all about exercising the full potential of Dante's arsenal and being creative with your combos.
There are 2 points to raising your style rank. One is using all of the different moves and skills that Dante has and mix up your fighting style, and get the variation that you want. And especially this time, we put an emphasis on aerial combat.
The British studio's influence is clearest in the demon realm, Limbo, where DMC's action takes place. It's a parallel version of our own world, but twisted and garish, like a very vivid nightmare.
Dante in this world is basically like, he's like public enemy number 1. And when the demons spot him, when they find him, they drag him into this limbo. And this world then will do everything it can to kill him. It'll trap him into areas, parts of the environment will twist and shape itself to kind of kill him.
Limbo's visual influences range from narrow European streets to the blue and red innards of the pernicious demon-led Raptor News network. Its palette is varied throughout, mixing up environments almost as often as Dante mixes up his weapons.
Because Limbo is an alternate reality, it's the real world, but it's not the real world, it's been adjusted and moulded, and then it's like you're walking around some creature's gut. You're some kind of alien life form to this space. It doesn't like you being there.
Yeah. Ninja Theory has made some very successful tweaks to the Devil May Cry backstory that recast Dante and his brother Virgil as rather tragic figures. Sons of a murdered mother and an exiled father, separated as children and left to fend for themselves in the world of humans while demons hunt them down. That's why Dante is such a hedonist. He doesn't think he's going to be around for long.
Virgil gives him a reason to fight back against the demon occupation. Dante feels like he's kind of gaining a kind of a friendship with Cat, who represents his human side, and gaining kind of a family, if you like, with Virgil.
DMC is a subversive game in many ways. It's a Devil May Cry game that doesn't look like a Devil May Cry game. A hardcore action game with elements of satire and comedy mixed in. Ninja Theory has had a lot to prove with DMC, but at this late stage the game oozes confidence. For more on DMC, stay tuned to IGN.